Okay, ladies, we can start and we can talk about financial today. So MiBase has accounting modules. In the accounting modules, as you can see, I have already some information in mind that someone was play of, and it's not only me. So what is an accountant register? What is an asset register? An accountant register is like Excel, so it's like a list of items you bought on your toy library, or it's what you are paying in your toy library, or receiving money. So nothing is about your members, it's something else. So if you are paying bills, power, or what other else, renting the place, or you are buying some office papers or other of the stuff, or if you are receiving grant, if you are receiving donation, so everything goes in your accounting list. So nothing is about members. So nothing is about your members paying or everything about your normal MiBase administration. It's this one is only your toy library administration. Okay, now to start with the accountant system, you have to create accountant categories. Normally, accountant categories are for accounting. It's like a categorize of meaning. So can be donation, can be buy new toy, or power, or generic bills. And then you can change and add every single bills. Okay, now accounting category. I already create with Paula from North Otago some of the big and quite famous category. If you want to have the list, just let me know. I can add the list in your system directly. So what is the list about? Grant. All of you obviously receive grant, or luckily receive grants. Donation, member donation, company donation, whatever. Buying new toy. If you're buying new toy, you pay for that, probably. If you pay for that, you have to add the, yes, Sandy?
Now, donations.
Yep.
Does that include your member subs?
No. No.
Oh.
No, it's nothing about your members. So if a company or a church or a school want to donate you $1,000.
Right, now I got it.
So you receive something in your bank, okay? If you receive money in your bank account that is not related to member payments, so subs or hiring cost or fine, nothing's related for that. If something is coming in your bank account, you have to register in some way. Excel, Xero, MyOB, whatever. This one is just a simple software that you can use rather than pay something else. You already have it. So power, you are paying bills, or you can add the bills, so you can add separate like power, rent. So rent, toy library shop rent, it means your space, or stationery, or generic fees. You are not paying probably the bank fee, but some are also paying the EPOS or the credit card machine or whatever, it's fee. Receipt, generic for goods on service. Interest, if you receive some interest or dividends or that other financial information. And repairing or borrowing, if you are sending some toys to be repaired, you probably pay for that. Or borrowing some equipment to do an event or something else. Fundraising, this is a big one that pretty much all toy libraries are doing. So if by fundraising you are receiving money, you have to record somewhere. Another here can be sold toy. Sometimes toy library, when they have an old toy or not very popular, they are selling, they have the selling table. Fine, where these money are going? In your bank account or in your pocket or in your cash, petty cash, wherever you are receiving money, you have to register somewhere. Okay, so this is our categories. You can add the categories and the description, so everyone that are not accountant can definitely understand what that's mean. You can edit, you can delete, and you can add new one. Okay, after create all these categories, you can start in your accountant list, add the information, so the single payment or the single receiving money, everything here. So what you want to do, we are buying a new toy, fantastic. Add new toy, add new, date, today, ta-da, category, toy, new toy. Income, no, we are pay for that payment. How much you pay for the toy? 555. Okay, description. Buying new toys from Toy Co. Okay, and you can also add everything you like. So it means you can also add the toy name. You can also add the information about the invoice, so the invoice code. So in this case, you can match with your invoice downloaded from the company directly. Okay, after that, click Save. Okay, and you have here that you bought new toys and you have your payment. So if you are checking your bank account, you can add everything that is in your bank account, not related to any member, over here. So you can match with your bank account, and when you have to provide the documents for your accountant, you have just to export the PDF, and that's it. So everything is already there, and you can definitely give to the accountant all information that are in your bank account. So why you need this one when you can download just your bank account? Because in your bank account, sometimes there is no description, or you have no idea why or who give you that type of money, because after months, after year, you forgot. Or because people in your toy library are changing all the time. New volunteer, new treasurer, new president, again. So if they want to check what is going on in your toy library, here there are all description and probably the invoice code. So you just need to be precise, change or add all information that you can have it each time. So for example, if you have a donation, you receive a donation, you can add in the description who donate, for what, and how much. Obviously you have to add the information of income, but because you are insert here, and if the member donate you some money, you have to add the donation here, not in the member account. Because if you add the donation in the member account, you give to the member a credit, they can use it. It's not the same meaning, it's completely different. So every donation from members, from company, are going here. If you are paying any single bills, you can add who is the company, the bills number, probably the account number. So you can go in the website or everything else. Okay.
Yeah. I've just thought of a different one. You could actually have like for broken toys where people pay to like a donation or a
if you
fee?
have
Would that go in here?
if you have the fee, the broken toy fee, no, that's go directly on the member bank account, because they pay for a broken toy because they receive a fee. If you don't ask them or you don't add any fee for the broken toy, but it's just like an open donation because they broke the toy, okay, you can do it.
Yeah, that's how we tend to do it.
Okay.
We might be like, a toy gets broken or damaged, or a piece gets lost and it's now unusable.
Mm-hmm.
I had one recently and I said to the family, look, if you want to just make a donation, say $20, we're looking at buying a really cool wooden version of that. And she goes, oh, that would be cool. Yeah, we'd be happy to do that. So that's,
yes.
that would go as a donation.
In this case, it's a donation. And in the description, you can say donated because they broke the toy number, blah, blah, blah. Then you remove the toy from your system and you didn't charge any fine to the member. Yeah, now it's fine. Yes.
Ah, excellent.
How you manage the toy library? Because normally broken toy or broken piece are going directly in the fine. So it's in the member account. So you know exactly that this member broke or just broke the piece or the toy. In this case, nothing will be related.
Because we don't have hireage fees other than our main subs, we tend to do that slightly differently.
Yeah, I know.
So that's where we have the like one girl, we've been looking for a piece for ages, and I said to her, well, if you don't find it by the end of the holidays, we'll just do a $10 fee and you pay that, and then we go and buy a new toy. And she was like, okay.
It's how
it's,
you manage.
it's kind of like a donation.
But if it's donation and not really a fine that you ask the member to pay, yes, that can be go here. So in this case, you can make a donation and then description. And when you buy
donation
the toy,
towards.
Yes. And
donation towards replacing blah, blah, blah toy.
Exactly. And when you buy a new toy, you can also describe where you bought the toy and for what. So replace it of blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now this is about money, only about money. So here there is MiBase Invoices. It's nothing that you can do here. It's just your list of invoice from us. But the asset register, it's another things. We also add some information here. So if you click here, you will go directly on the government website just to see and to read what is the asset register about. So the asset register, it's a list of tools or equipment that your toy library bought, and when it's more than $500 cost, the asset register is also used for what to call it. So they use it to split the cost in different years. Okay, so what is what a toy library can buy and will be go in your asset register? Printer, computer, phone, a rack, or a flag outside the toy library, table and chairs, bookshelf. So all furniture, pretty much, or electronic equipment. So everything it's related in your asset register. So why you need an asset register in your toy library? First, the asset register, and so the government will understand, or the accountant will understand how important and how can I explain? So how many as much as many equipment you have, as much important is your toy library. Not important means famous. Important means money. I can't really explain because I'm not really an accountant, but the asset register is also something that is a legal requirement for every single business to have. You don't really need any type of software specific. You can use a paper, you can use Excel, but definitely you need to have a list of your equipment. And also you can have the purchase price, when you create that, and it's normally related to an ID. The ID is automatic. So who had the item, asset name, type. So we created this type from Xero. Xero, it's a really famous accountant software, and my accountant normally use just plant and equipment, office equipment, and probably sometimes electronic. That's it. So the asset type, it's really just office or furniture can be, but plant and equipment, it's normally also furniture. So you can go and search in Google to see which type of asset that you can add. But definitely here, it's really, really simple to use. So like everything else, you can add new here, you can edit one you already have, and you can also delete. You can delete when you don't have the item anymore. So if the item is broken or you sold the item or whatever, you can just delete the asset and go in your accountant list and add I sold the computer, the old computer, related to the item, to the asset register, ID number, blah, blah, blah. That's it. It's very simple, and you don't really need to be an accountant to use the accounting modules in MiBase. You need just to be precise, follow your bank account. So everything it's coming, need to check in your bank account, or if it's by cash, remember to add in the comment that is paid by cash. If it's paid by cash, probably will never go in your bank account because you probably use for pay something else. Some fine toy library has petty cash. No, you don't? Okay, everything is going in the bank account?
Yeah. Everything.
Okay. It's much better because you can check easier.
Yeah.
We tried having petty cash.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Better for you, because every time I was lost with the petty cash by counting single dollars and everything. Gosh, no.
I know, trying to justify why you can't find a few cents. It's like, oh my goodness, this should all add up, but I don't know why it's not.
Yeah,
got rid of it.
Me too.
Got rid of it
all the time.
we the same. When I first started, they had like cash just lying around, and I couldn't figure out what it was for or anything, and there was money missing, there were receipts missing. It was just an absolute shambles. So I am really, because I've done accounting type work in the past, so I'm very pedantic about receipts and deposit slips all balance off, and then receipt numbers are in the system, so it all ties off with each other. So it doesn't matter where you look, you should be able to find what receipt it was to what transaction it was, whether you're looking in MiBase or in the receipt.
If you are using the accounting list, every time you have a receipt, you can definitely add the receipt code. So you can add all information in your accountant list, and you can have everything here related. Then you just need to preserve your receipt, or you can scan and have in your computer. Much better, the second one. because the receipt every time, because it's thermic, every time goes completely white and you can't see what is inside. So it's better every time you receive it, scan and add the PDF in your computer or the image, whatever. So this is the accounting modules. Any question, any suggestions? Sandy, I cannot hear you.
Not at this time. But you could have hidden on
Ooh, no question. Oh God.
you.
Any
Very
suggestions?
simple way. You're absolutely right. It's very simple. Very descriptive.
Yes. The idea was to create something very simple. So not complicate like Xero that sometimes I'm lost completely, but yes. So
Yeah.
if you have any suggestion or you need more field or anything else, just let me know and we can add.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that really, if we can find someone who's keen to do our treasury stuff, then this will also make it so much easier for them, won't it?
Yeah, definitely, because they don't
Yeah.
have to use any other software or pay for something else or Google Sheet or whatever. So everything will be in MiBase. And also no one will lose anything because it's always there.
Yeah.
So the
I
problem
can,
in some toy library that I found, they tell me that they lost the documents or everything else because they change all the time the people, so volunteer or treasure or whatever. So they lost a lot of documents or sometimes accountability, it's gone lost. So I prefer to ask the toy library to use just one software, so everything is there. You can also download your accountability records in your files. Because you have here in setup, you have upload files. If you just add your documents here, like some reports that you receive from the accountant, the year reports, can go directly here. You just need to have access admin and category files. That's it. So you will have here in your list. And if you are searching, the description will be always, I don't know, year accountability report. So if you add year accountability report for 2019-20, you can search here and you have all the list for all years. So this upload file, it's generic. You can use for yourself, you can use it for the website, you can use it for the members, you can use it for everything. Everything depends on which category are you using. If you are using a slideshow, is an image for your slideshow in a homepage. If you are using just files, doesn't go anywhere, it will stay there and no one can see anywhere except here. Sponsor, it's a logo for your sponsor page and for your sponsor modules in the homepage. News is for your news page, and toy instruction is the PDF or Word document related to the toy. So you have a toy instruction in your toy, and client, it's for the party pack. So everything is category, but all files are going here. So you can download by clicking open, and that's it. So you
how
can
do you delete those?
Delete what? Just click delete and you can delete it.
Oh, well, when I tried to do that, it didn't want to. Like, maybe I wasn't clicking it in the right place, but
no, the problem in some case is the file name. As you can see, the file name here doesn't have any space and doesn't have any special character. If you are uploading without really see the name file, the file will not really work properly and you cannot delete it. So that is the problem.
That's where I actually
probably have, here we go. I have here one without any, without with the space here.
Okay.
So this one will not work.
Yeah,
You can see
because
here.
I couldn't delete it. I was trying to get rid of it to start again, and it wasn't letting me. And I was like, what have I done?
No. So unfortunately, this one has some tricky problem. But if you know it,
Okay.
and if you follow the instruction in our documentation, you will be fine. So we have
Yes,
to fix.
I'm
it's not-
learning that now. Thanks, Tam. Thanks, Daniela.
Yeah, we are adding more and more documentation every single day. Okay. Any question, or we can say goodbye for today and we can see you next week. Okay.
That's awesome. That for us, that is huge, because
Okay.
this could make it so much easier, especially if we can find someone willing to take on that role. That means I can work on this side of it and make it a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. You can explain the person how to do it and also look at the documentation, and she can definitely watch the recorded video in the other time. Okay, ladies.
Yeah.
Thank
I'll be
you.
thinking about
Thank
you,
you.
Treasurer. Showing you the video,
Oh.
I think.
Yeah,
I actually have no
work
idea
is
what's
there.
done. There's nothing even saved in our Dropbox files of a lot of accounting stuff, so I actually have no idea what our treasurer
Amazing.
actually does with everything. So, but I'll get her to watch this video and she can decide.
Cool.
That will
We'll
be
see.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Bye
ladies.
bye,
Bye.
ladies.
Good to
See you
see
next
us.
week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Daniela.
Bye.
Thanks, Daniela.
So when's your next one? Next week on?
Next week it is. Oops.